nature, when you are able to see things as they are, your happiness is increasing there. It is not in the supramundane level. Even in mundane world, if you can see the reality, so how much you can connect with that reality, that much happiness is increasing there in your mind, because you can have a worryless life. There's a wonderful story in Madhupindika Sutta, Honeybowl Discourse. After lunch, the Buddha was spending time in the forest, in the jungle. There was an ascetic. He also wanted to spend time there after his meal. So then somehow this was one of very important incidents. Dandapani, that name of that ascetic's name, Dandapani, the name of that person, and then somehow he was related to the Buddha. He have heard about the Buddha, but they never met. This was the first time that they were meeting there. And then the first question was there from that ascetic, Dandapani. He asked, I know you are a famous teacher. I heard about you. So, in your teaching, what are main teachings that you are pointing out? What are the main teachings of you? So then the Buddha very simply said to him, I'm teaching to my students not to quarrel, not to argue, not to point each other. This was the answer of the Buddha. So then he was surprised. He was not able to realize it. And then he left away from the Buddha. He don't want to continue their discussions. So later on, even the Buddha went back to the temple where Buddha was dwelling on those days. He explained, I met Dandapani. He was asking me, then this was my answer. Even the monks who were there, they were not able to understand it. Then they were having discussions here and there. At the end, they went to Venerable Kachaya. So then they got opportunity from the Venerable Kachaya, and he was explaining what was that, what is the meaning of that sentences. This means very simply not to argue. Why we are arguing? We are arguing because of our ego. I'm right, you are wrong. All the time we have that idea. While you are driving on roads, you want to go first. If someone tries to pass you, you don't like it. What is that? That is your ego. So there's argument, there's a conflict. Why that conflict is arising there in your mind? Because of your ego. Ego always connected with desire and ignorance. While on the way, just think about, for example, you are waiting to see your doctor. If someone ready to go before you, you don't like it. You are unhappy there. You both are waiting to see the doctor. But if someone going before you, you don't like it. What is that? This is the nature of ignorance and desire. So there's a conflict. So all the conflicts, arguments, debates are started because of this ignorance and desire. Among two people, among two countries, all these conflicts and war is a result of your desire and ignorance. So therefore, when you start to practice not only meditation, observing precepts and practicing generosity, developing your insight, yes, you can see these results. You can get calm yourself you can see things as in some, I mean, not really as they are, but in some different ways. So you don't feel they are to argue. You don't feel they are any to have any fight, any debate with anybody, because you're inside, you have calmness. You are experiencing that calm. You don't want to destroy that calmness. So that's why you are happy there. That's why you don't have any arguments there. So this is a result of pure practice. This is a result of pure practice. So we are willing to gain these benefits ourselves through our practice. These are the goal of our practice. It is not numbness actually. It is not something, I mean, look like, oh, you don't feel anything there. No, you know there. I mean, if you are not attained enlightenment until that moment, you know there is unwholesome thoughts are rising. Unwholesome thoughts are rising regarding your anger. But through your wisdom, you can control it. There is a situations to control, and there is a situation when you are controlling and controlling, you can neutralize some. So it is a result of your practice. All the defilements you can eliminate as a practitioner through a process. What is that process? First, you have to control. Controlling and controlling, then you can reduce. Reducing and reducing, then you can eliminate. So therefore, elimination is not something happening in once. It's take time. It is a process. So in your practice, gaining your insight, developing your happiness, you are able to see things in different ways. See things in different ways. So therefore, it is not kind of numbness. It is your understanding. It is your realization, even in the mundane level, realization, not the supramundane level. Are there suttas or practice that might help to undermine my habits of judging myself harshly when I lose focus during meditation? There are many suttas that you can apply for that. But only 3 applications are there. What are the applications? Practice in generosity, observing precepts, and meditation. These are the 3 applications. So when you are applying these applications to your day-to-day life, all these unwholesome habits, unnecessary habits, unwholesome nature, we can reduce. It is a result of our practice. In Sutta wise, I would like to recommend in a practical way, Mangala Sutta, Blessed Discourse. Blessed Discourse is the discourse is completely explained how we can apply this Noble Eightfold Path to our day-to-day life. There are 38 facts which are explained in Mangala Sutta, Blessed Discourse, the way how we can apply all these 8 steps into our day-to-day life. For example, the persistence. It's explained, Asevananta Balana, Panditananta Sevana, Pujaja Pujaniyana, Netam Mangala Kusala. Very simple explanation is, they are look like, but it has a very deep meaning. Don't associate police, associate wise. This statement is very deep. Don't associate police. Then we have to recognize who are police. So who are wise? This is very important. Normally, in general idea, who don't have high school certificate, who don't have university degrees, and we are considering they are police. But it's completely wrong. In my understanding, who are in the university, they are the most police than any other. Don't know when. That's the reality. Why? They have big idea. Things are existing. All the scholars, they're talking about things are existing. Thoroughly, they believe it. So that is the main mistake. That is the main mistake. So therefore, the Buddha did not talk about the school graduations. Foolish are the people who are not able to think deeply, widely, and quickly. In Dhammapada, there is explanation in one stanza. Uttamatti dhanamatti iti balo vihanyati. In Dhammapada, it's explained the way how foolish are thinking. Uttamatti dhanamatti. I have children as well as I have wealth. Who is thinking thus? They are foolish. Who don't have this thinking patterns? Anyone in here? You don't think I do have children, I do have money, you don't think? So then we all are foolish. We all are in same boats. Now we have a questions there. So if you all are foolish, then according to this explanation, don't associate foolish. What does this mean? Don't associate, don't live with these people. Even you can't live with me. I also have that foolishness. I don't have children, but I'm thinking about I have position. I have degrees. If I'm not, I mean, when I go to somewhere, if they are not welcoming me using my titles and the degrees, I'm full upset. I don't like to go with them. That is my policies. So therefore, even you can't associate me. I'm police. What does this mean? Don't associate police means this foolishness we not supposed to take from them. In this world, we have conventional truth and absolute truth. So therefore, we have to be mindful to understand conventional truth as a conventional truth, absolute truth as an absolute truth. When you go to see the doctor regarding any bodies, physical issues, so then doctor ready to explain about your nature. So in absolute truth, there is no I, there is no me, there is no myself. So then how you are saying so? You have kidney trouble, you have heart trouble, you have other troubles. How you can say there is nothing existing? This is absolute truth. Don't mix with absolute truth. So in here, don't associate foolish means conventionally there is something. You have to address that conventional thing at that moment. But absolutely, there is nothing such a thing. Absolute truth is there, something else. When you are connecting with absolute truth, don't mix with this conventional truth with absolute truth. This is very important. So therefore, in this very life, there would be so many explanations given by the scholars and given by the philosophers. Take all these things as conventional truth, not absolute truth. Don't take Isaac Newton's theories as absolute truth. You can enjoy with Newton's theories and all other theories as conventional truth. In this moment, you can use it. But don't believe. Generally, we have idea, oh, this one said so and so. He's a well-educated, he had written many books. Therefore, you have to believe it. Don't do that. That is the meaning of don't associate foolish. Full of foolishness is there. Don't take these foolish thoughts and ideas as absolute. For now, conventionally, yes, you can accept it, you can use it. So when you have any difficulties, you have to go to a specialist. So like this, Mahamangala Sutta and Blessed Discourse, it's explained the way how we should live. This is, what is this? This is Samadhi. This is Samadhi, how we can use Samadhi in our practical life. So, puja to pujaniyana. If there is a worthy one, respect that worthy one. Why we want to respect the worthy one? Because they have quality. These qualities are important in this human world. We are talking about peace. Peace, that word is huge. So how you can create peace? Through the qualities. What kind of qualities? Human qualities. If you don't have human qualities, is there any way that you can spread peace? No way. What are these qualities, human qualities, that we can categorize all the qualities into 4 groups: loving readiness, compassion, sympathy, joy. So you respect these qualities. It doesn't matter wherever you are living, which country, which ethnic group, who is performing with these qualities, it doesn't matter. Respect that qualities. It is noble eightfold path. So in this manner, I mean, there are many suttas, Galovada Sutta, Paranava Sutta, Vasana Sutta. I can give list of suttas about that. But just take these things as a noble eightfold path practice. And through Dana Sila Bhavana, meditation, precepts, and generosity are applications that you can apply to your day-to-day life to gain the qualities yourself. So then you can live happily, removing your bad habits, increasing your wholesome thoughts, and without judging anything. Yes, you can have that kind of peaceful life there through this practice. And also you can develop your mindfulness. So then you don't have any problem about focusing. We have problem them all the time. We have questions. My mind is running here and there. Yes, that's the nature of mundane mind. So what we have to do? We have to develop our skills. What are the skills? Skill which is related to mindfulness. Mindfulness, when you are developing mindfulness, the concentration is there. So concentration also developing there. So we don't want to do other extra particular activities to gain these qualities with us. All these are the results of your practice. When you are practicing, so then you may be able to focus on very well in your meditation object. Because as I discussed last evening, particularly, discipline is very important. Morality is very important. Sila in Bali. So when you are not respect, as a result of not respect means for the natural laws, as a result of that, your mind running here and there more than any other things. Because you have doubt, you have fear there, stress. When you are living with stress, you can't focus on very well. Not only focus, even you make decisions in your life into right directions because of that stress. So therefore, to reduce stress, yes, we have to observe precepts. Morality is the very important thing. It's explained in Mahamangala Sutta. It's explained in Mahamangala Sutta, Blessed Discourse. And Parabha Sutta, Sigala Sutta. I think I have right view, but how do I know for certain? What if I have an incorrect understanding of right view? Once someone gets right view, it is permanent. This is many questions are here, but I will try to divide it into two groups. The first thing, I think I have right view, but how do I know for certain? If I have an incorrect understanding of right view, what is right view? In the morning, Bhante Ji as well as Bhante Dhammagaru explain about right view. Supramundane level and mundane level. In mundane level, I can give another formula to keep in your mind to understand right view. In Ambalattika Rahulavada Sutta that Buddha explained, there's a simile. That simile is very important to keep in, not simile, it's a formula. That formula is very important to keep in our mind. If there is something which is harmful to you, it is wrong. If there is something which is harmful to others, that is unwholesome. If there is something harmful to you and others both, that is unwholesome. Keep this in your mind. This is very simple. The Buddha explained to Venerable Rahul this formula. Very simple. If there is something harmful to you, it is unwholesome. If there is something harmful to others, it is unwholesome. If there is something harmful to you and others, it is unwholesome. Very simple. So you can understand through your right views whether you are in right views or not. So this is in mundane level, very simple mundane level. So then it might be your words, it might be your work, what you are doing, your action, it might be your thoughts. So you have to have ability to recognize whether this is wholesome or unwholesome. When you are telling something, you have to have ability to recognize whether it is wholesome or unwholesome. When you have any action, you have to have ability to recognize whether it is harmful or not. This is the basic level of right view. Then you know kusala, akusala, skillfulness, unskillfulness, all these things are there. We kill living beings because we have ignorance, unwholesome thoughts because of the desire. Oh, I'm the only person who can live here, you can't live here. So then I have rights to kill you. We have that thoughts. That's why we are killing some living beings, particularly non-humans, living beings. We are killing. We think it is our rights to kill them. For example, just in case if there is any snake inside the meditation, no, you don't care whether it is a meditation or not. You have to kill right away. I have seen some cultures, in some cultures, particularly in the school classroom, even tiny, mighty creatures, harmless, right away, they have that kind of culture, that habits. Right away, they're ready to mash them. They don't care. But if you wise enough to understand that beings also have a life, same as me. So then I like to live. If someone disturbing me, I don't like it. So same way, that living creatures also have a life. They like to live. So then we can respect their life. But you don't, in this understanding, this basic level, that's why right away seeing any living creatures, you're ready to kill them. In the basic level. Your action is not pure there. You are killing because of ego. I'm the only beings who can live here. You don't have rights to live with us. So that is wrong. So in this manner, you can understand whether you are in right view or not regarding your words, regarding your action, regarding the thoughts that are arising in your mind. And once someone gets right view, is it permanent? Just in supramundane level. Right views means, as you know, that explanation in the morning given by Bhante Ji and Bhante Dhammagaru, there's a level, supramundane level. It means you are realizing Four Noble Truths. That is permanent. It's never changing. But beyond that, as a mundane person, you have mundane right views that might be changed all the time. Now in here, we are focusing on meditation. We are developing loving kindness thoughts, and we don't engage in with any stealing, any killing, any lying, nothing. Our actions are very clean and clear. Minds also controlling, under control, and all other words and actions all are clear, is wholesome. But who knows, when we left from the meditation hall, how would be the nature? You can check through me if you want to really check my right views, whether it is existing forever or not. If you are doing some bad things there, you can check with me. Okay? You don't want to check with others, you can check through myself. My right view going away from that time. It is not remaining, that's the nature. But right views means 100% pure, clean, wholesome. But in mundane level, it always upside down. Sometimes we have right view, sometimes we don't have. We are connecting with our unwholesome thoughts, unwholesome activities. But as a person who is, as a practitioner, being mindful, right away, we have to come back to our place, that is right views. But we have to keep in our mind is subject to change in mundane level. So until attaining enlightenment, it might be changed, but cutting off the time of length which is going away from us. So this is the skills, these are the skills that we have to develop in our practice. Why abstain from sensual pleasure? Because it evokes desire. What does the Dhamma says of maintaining life partnerships of friend? What does it say of dreams in dream time? It's not clear, but anyway, I can understand the first questions. Why abstain from sensual pleasure? Why? Sensual, as a layperson, there's in 5 precepts, there's a Kamesu Michachara. Kamesu Michachara, in wrong behavior. So then there's a right behavior. You're not supposed to misuse your eye, ear, nose, tongue, and the body. That is the meaning of Kamesu Michachara. Not away from 100% all the sensual pleasure. That is not the meaning of that precepts. You have to be mindful. You have to make boundaries and limits. Why? Because if you are not controlling, if you are not developing your energy and effort, so then you are wasting your time. You are wasting your energy. You are wasting your whole life. That is the nature of sensual pleasure. For example, you might heard about addicted people. Any addiction, it doesn't matter. It might be food addiction, it might be electronic gadgetic addiction, it might be sex addicted, it might be drugs addicted, it doesn't matter. All these addicted people, they don't aware the time, they don't aware the resource, they don't have any limits. They are wasting their time, energy, and everything. So that's why you have a purpose of your life to give a meaning for this human life. That is the purpose. It doesn't matter Buddhist or non-Buddhist. It doesn't matter uh, small children or adults. It doesn't matter. We all have that goal. We have to give a meaning for this life. That is the meaning of human life. So then we have to work on that. So that's why we have to maintain boundaries and limits in this sensual pleasure. Yes, using your eye, you have to see pictures, you have to enjoy them, but maintain limits there. Using your ears, yes, you can listen to music and all these dancing, singing, you can use it, but you have to maintain boundaries there. You have to keep the limits there. These sensual pleasure normally steal in our time and energy without knowing. Without knowing. For example, when you come to meditation, you're always concerning, oh, I can practice only half an hour today, 1 hour, 1.5 hours, 2 hours. During that time, just you are sitting on the cushions with this idea. So today I want to practice 1 hour. This is the main idea that you have before sit for meditation. While you are practicing, you are getting to the meditation objects. How many times that you wanted to check the clock? Many times. Many times. You are coming to listen to a Dhamma talk, then it's in the notice it says 1 hour Dhamma talk. How many times that you're ready to think about the time, oh, when is going to end the Dhamma talk? When is going to end this talk? Many times you are thinking yourself and you are checking the clock also. But when you musical song or any concert, which is very live, performance are wonderful, you have permissions to be there only 1 hour or 2 hours. At the end of 2 hours, but you are not ready to leave from that place. You want to continue it. Sometimes when you go to open stage musical shows, when the singer is finishing 3 or 4 songs, you are not allowing him to get it down from the stage. You ask him, one more, one more, one more. When the Bhantes are giving Dhamma talks, always we are thinking, ammo, ammo. You know what does this mean? Oh my God, oh my mother, when is going to end? This is the nature of sensual pleasure. So that's why we have to control sensual pleasure. That is the reason. We have to control sensual pleasure. We don't know our time and energy stealing because of that bad habits. So that's why as a mundane practitioner, we all have this challenge. It's a challenge. So we have to take that as a challenge and we have to develop our energy and effort. And the next question is, why abstain from sensual pleasure? What does the Dharma says about marriage, life partners, friendship, and dreams in dream time? Okay. According to the Buddhist explanation, yes, of course, in this mundane life, you can enjoy, as I mentioned, in this sensual pleasure with the boundaries. You can marry someone, you can have a partner in your life to share things, that's fine. But if you go beyond that, that is the problem. In Singalovada Sutta, it's explained there are 5 things as a husband or wife to there are 5 obligations for each other. 5 obligations are there each other to develop good relationship. One is you're not supposed to go beyond your husband or your wife. So this is the way how you can have family life. It does not prohibit it according, even though you are Buddhist practitioner, you are living lay life. Yes, you can have a family, you can have a partner, sexual partner, that's fine. It's not prohibited in your practice. Visakha was the one of main support of the Buddha, actually who attained Sotapanna. She was having family life. She had 16 children. So then, what is the matter? They lived in their life happily, peacefully, fulfilling their duties and responsibilities. They did not happen. Not only that, there were some other devotees who lived their life. Some of them attained Sotapanna, Sakadagami, even Anagama. They lived in their life. There wasn't any issues regarding their practice. Yes. But you have to maintain boundaries, limits there. That is the important part. How many have obtained enlightenment after the Buddha? Everybody who listened and followed the teachings of the Buddha, including 5 ascetics, they attained enlightenment. They attained enlightenment. I don't know. After that, I mean, we know according to the records, there were 5 ascetics who got the opportunity to listen to Buddha the first time. They attained enlightenment, and there were 54 young people got the opportunity to listen to Buddha. They attained enlightenment. There were thousands ascetics who were in different path, different practice. They got opportunity to listen to Buddha. They attained enlightenment. In this manner, I can give some history, but it does not mean everybody who met the Buddha, who was able to listen to Buddha, not attain enlightenment. For example, Devadatta, Ajasatta, they were there, they did not get chance to attain enlightenment because they did not fulfill requirements. So that is the reason. Without desire, would one cease of functions of this earth? Is the purpose of Dharma to transcend this earth existence? If so, why? No, this is not something earthly existence. Dhamma for your own realization. Dhamma is the nature. Dhamma is the nature. Universal truth. Universal truth never changes because of the time, because of the country, because of the person. Universal truth is universal truth. The Buddha explained in Lokadharmata Sutta, whether Tathagata appears in this world or not, Dhamma will exist. Only the Buddha discovered it himself, and then he explained the path for others. If someone willing to discover, if someone want to discover, they can apply it. So this is the teachings of the Buddha. So therefore, there were people who fulfill the duties, responsibilities, and basically Sila Samadhi Panya. So then they achieve Nibbana. But it is not something happening in once. It takes time. According to the Buddhist explanation, there are 4 kinds of people. Uggaditani, Viparitani, these are the Pali words. I want to pronounce in front of you to tell, to influence you. I know Pali, sorry, okay? Uggaditani, Viparitani, Nyaya, Padapara. Uggaditani, there are group of people who can realize Dhamma right away. Right away. For example, Venerable Sariputta. Venerable Sariputta, his name was Upadisa. While he was searching something with his friend Moggallana, they met a monk, Assaji, the first, among 5 ascetic, Assaji was there. Assaji, Venerable Assaji, meeting Venerable Assaji, he was asking from Venerable Assaji, who is your teacher? That's the questions was arose by Upadisa. So then, Venerable Assaji started to explain the teacher. My teacher, Ye Dhamma Hetu Pabhva Ye Sanghetu Tathagatovaha. My teacher is the person who is explaining cause and effect. Right away, Upadisa realized the Dhamma he attains Uttapanna. Just listen to 4 sentences. So these kind of people we call Uggaditani. They are waiting to get that message. They had been fulfilling all the responsibility duties. Duties mean 10 perfections. They have been fulfilling it. So they have just wanted to have that words. They are like a simile, lotus flower which is ready to bloom. When the sun is rising, right away is blooming. They are like that. These are Buddha's explanation. And there are some other groups, Viparitanyu, Nyaya, Padapana. So among them, Viparitanyu, they need more explanation, little bit more explanations. They need sometimes a sutta. They need sometimes maybe 1 or 2 similes. So then right away they are realizing the truth. They are like lotus who need sun few hours, maybe 4 hours or 5 hours, then they are blooming. Like that. That's the Vipatitana. Nyaya, they need more explanations. They need simile, they need idioms, expressions, and same discourse it might need to deliver for them in different topics. For example, now you know the Buddha spent 45 years to deliver 84,000 sermons to explain only one thing, that is Four Noble Truths. That is Four Noble Truth. That's the only teachings delivered by the Buddha. But he had been explaining this noble truth, Four Noble Truth, in 84,000 ways. Why? That is our weakness. We are weak. That's why the Buddha spent that so long time period, and that's why the Buddha delivered that long sermons, 84,000 sermons. So this is the nature of in this human world, human life. There are people who are not able to understand, which we call Pada. How many times that they met the Buddha, how many times that they met the Arahantman, how many times that got the opportunity to listen to the Dhamma, they don't see it. We can't see any results through them. They don't have enough energy and effort. It does not mean they are forever in this very life. I mean, through the practice, they might be able to develop. But until that, this is the present situations, they are not able to realize the Dhamma. So this is the nature of our mundane human beings' nature. So we are not expecting to attain enlightenment, everybody. It is impossible. It is not happening. So far, 2,600 years, this dispensation is existing, the teachings of the Buddha is existing. But how many are got opportunity to liberate from this samsara? It's very rare. Because this world, even they are not accept the teachings of the Buddha. For example, there's a stanza in Dhammapada, Nahi verena verani sammantita kudacharam. Anger never ceased by anger. Anger ceased by loving friendliness. Who can believe this? Who can accept this? Anger never ceased by anger. Anger ceased by loving friendliness. Who can accept this? Who has confidence about this? If we have confidence about this, we can find solutions for all our matters and war in the world. There is no reason to have any war there. But we are fighting each other, we are quarreling each other, we are arguing each other. Why? Because of anger. So this is not the time, and most of the people are not able to even realize the teachings of the Buddha in basic level. That's why in Buddhist population in the world would be 0.0000. No? We don't have much people. Why? They should develop their mind. Without developing mind, the message is not connected with them. We have to be happy. We have a wonderful opportunity to listen to Dhamma as well as to practice Dhamma. We have to be happy to reduce our stress, anxiety, and depression. Okay. If someone has right views, are they still possessed by the five hindrances? Sometimes I have craving for intoxicants and sometimes I do them still. I don't think they are beneficial, but I get overwhelmed by craving. Does that mean I lack right view? In Noble Eightfold Path, start in right views. Now in here, you're explaining, your understanding, that's fine. There are few more steps. There is one right effort. There is one step, right effort also. So now you have right views here, but still sometimes your behavior not able to maintain with that right view, you are losing. Why? You don't have right effort. You don't have energy and effort there. That's why you are losing there. So you don't want to worry about that. Be mindful there. Oh, unwholesome thoughts arising there. Now I'm driving to do some harmful, useless things because of my unwholesome nature. I want to control that unwholesome nature. Develop your energy and effort. So then you may be able to control it. You may be able to avoid not to happen again. So in this manner, Yes, you have right view as well as you have to develop your right effort. And not only that, you have Samma Kammanta, Samma Ajiva, Samma Vacha, all these qualities we have to develop step by step. Right view is very important to start this practice. You have confidence. Yes, this is the path. As Pante Dharmagaru mentioned in the morning, now you know the destination. You have confidence. Okay, this is the place that I want to go. Or you know, this is the path for that. It is the results of your right views. So you have to have these right views. Then you know the path and the results, the way how you can achieve to the destination. So therefore, yes, right views as we discuss in here, basically you have confidence. This is wrong. This is wholesome. This is unwholesome. This is wholesome. In mundane level, you have this confidence. I, as a human, I am not supposed to do unwholesome. Now you have that steps also about right views. Now you're ready to take your word actions, and also your thoughts. If there is arising in your mind regarding your anger, regarding your desire, regarding your ignorance, so you're ready to control it. You have right views there, as well as you are developing the right effort just step by step. So through these things, yes, Pandit, you can permanent that right view. Until that is not permanent, it's subject to change. In here, there's a word. Sometimes you do some wrong, you know it's not beneficial, but as a weakness of me, I do that. It means you are really good in that right way. You know, even though you are doing bad things, unwholesome things, you know yourself it is not beneficial. It means, what does it mean? In the bottom of heart, you are not really enjoyed there, which is very important. As a weakness, it's happening. Now you have energy there to control it because you know it's not beneficial. This is right way. Yes. Yes, it is lack of right view. So sometimes you don't have energy, you're losing it. It's happening. You have right view, but you are not able to continue it. You're losing it. But through the effort, you can come back to your practice. How do you keep your legs from going numb or falling in sleep? This is. You're asking how? This is. It's need practice. At the beginning, it's yes, it is difficult, but when you are practicing and practicing, continuing, you can avoid that difficulties. Is the results of your training. Training means you are training yourself. Nobody can do for us. So sitting is not a, I mean, you don't want to take as a big things. It is very simple things. When you able to sit 5 minutes, then you can increase it to 10 minutes, then you can increase it to 15 minutes, then you can increase it to 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, something like that. It's a gradual process. Don't worry about that. If you and in the meditation and you don't know to worry about only sitting meditation, if you are not able to practice on sitting on cushions, you can stand up. If you are not stand up much time, and then you can walking meditation. All these postures you can apply to meditate. It doesn't matter, don't worry, but we have kind of fear. No, no, while you are meditating, you have to sit on the cushion. Keep it cross your legs and things. No, that is wrong. As a beginner, yes, you can apply all these postures, walking, sitting, standing, and not sleeping here now, okay? That's the only thing. You don't want to practice sleeping meditation here in the meditation hall. You can practice sleeping meditation in your kuti, not in vision. But it is also a meditation technique. Kate, tite, nisinte, sutte, jagarit, these are the Pali words. So, but uh, I don't think as a beginner, you don't want to try that one. Because sometimes even you are sitting here, sometimes you are sleeping, we don't care about it. But when you are sitting, staring, your sleepiness is arising there means if you are really sleeping here, definitely you might end in attaining third jhana or fourth jhana. But we don't want to do that in here. Later, through your practice, you can experience it. Okay? Okay, so, time's up. I finish all the questions. I achieve my goal. Thank you very much.